Well, I have a bit of a confession to make. I am a chronic, low-down, dirty overpacker. Sometimes it feels like I just can't help myself. I show up to the airport during the first leg of my trip and it never fails. They give me the look, that bag, overweight. So I actually travel quite a bit domestically, and coming up, this is the first trip that I'm actually going to take internationally in many, many years. And I'm trying to pack as little as possible. So I thought I would share that process with you guys. I thought maybe this would be a helpful video for you if maybe you're in my boat, chronic overpacker, first time traveling internationally, or first time traveling internationally in a while. So in today's video, I am actually going to have you guys pack with me. I'm just gonna pack my carry-on luggage and my personal item. My husband is gonna be checking a bag, and I am gonna put maybe one or two things in his bag, but for the most part, this is gonna be all that I bring with me. We're gonna be gone for 2 weeks. So hopefully this will be enough. And I'm gonna show you the couple of things that I'm gonna actually leave out of here, because I think if your goal is maybe just to have a carry-on bag, then I think you can kind of maybe swap out some of the things that I have. And if I really wanted to, I think I could probably get all of it in this bag. So I think we're gonna start first with the carry-on bag. Let me know, what is the thing that you guys tend to overpack? Is it like overall you tend to overpack, or is it just a specific thing? I am very, very guilty of being a toiletry overpacker, which I think is what we're gonna start with first. So let's go ahead and go to the floor and we'll get started. Ignore all this stuff for now. We will get to that in a second. I'm gonna go through my poor overstuffed toiletry bag first. This is just the liquidy stuff, and this is not any of my things like lipstick or anything like that, which sounds like a stupid thing to say, but I actually once had somebody toss my lipstick at TSA and argue with me that it was a liquid. Sometimes you gotta put on your patient pants, huh? I have regular eye drops, and then I also have the ones for my contact lenses. I'm mostly a glasses wearer, but in this case, usually when I'm on vacation, I do actually wear my contacts a little bit more. Mouthwash. This is my favorite kind of SPF moisturizer. This is the little 2-ouncer concealer, because inevitably I will be jet lagged and look a little raggedy. My toothpaste, thank you dentist for the free sample. Hand sanitizer. Once I'm through TSA, I'm gonna go ahead and put it into my personal item. Little sunblock, some mascara, which I honestly don't use that much. This might get thrown out at the last minute. A little bit of lotion here is another thing that's gonna come out when I go through pre-check, and it's gonna end up in my personal item bag. My flight is something like 11 or 12 hours, and I just get so dry up in the air. I have a little face moisturizer. I just wanted something lightweight because it is going to be warm, so I didn't need anything too heavy. Foundation. I saw that they make this in smaller sizes, but it wasn't going to get here in time for me to take the trip. So next time though, I might actually order, I think you can order from Sephora. They sell like almost like sample sizes of these. This is the super skinny serum hair gel. So quick note also, as I pack this stuff back up, I like these two tops. I have actually had tops that you kind of push down and they pop open, and I've had those just absolutely explode and ruin a bunch of things. I like these because they turn. I don't know if you can see that. They turn to open and close, and I have had just better luck with these not spilling all over my bag. Moving right along, this is my toiletry bag, and it fits in here really great, even though I have my swimsuit stuffed in the corner. It has a little hook that comes out. Now this I did get on Amazon, so I can show you whatever brand this is. This is the medium size, and this is awesome. The hook swivels, and then it hooks in here to get it out of the way. So then you can just hang this whole thing up, and I really, this is probably one of my favorite travel bags I've ever had. In here, I have just these little Olay daily facial pads. These, I just take these out and kind of stuff them wherever. And honestly, you could just stuff one of these in your pocket and run into the restroom and scrub your face if you needed to. So also tucked in here, these are those little acne patches. My face somehow manages to be both dry and broken out at the same time. This is where I have all my makeup stuff. You can tell I am more probably of like a skincare girly than a makeup girly. I have little makeup sponges in here. I have a little eyeshadow palette, even though laughably I always just use the one. I really should find a little one where I can just pop that out and just have that one shade I use all the time. Ignore how messy this is. I have little nail clippers, some little scissors, and a pair of tweezers. I have a little bronzer in here. I've got some lipstick, which is, say it with me kids, not a liquid. I have my primer, and this is the mini version of this. I got a new one because my old one was empty. but it is not a liquid primer. It's like a little cream that you rub on, and I really like this. The Sephora locations that are inside of Kohl's actually have these mini ones, 0.2 ounces. I have another little eyeshadow in here. I have a couple of brushes, some eyeliner, and that is literally all the makeup I bring. This bag, if you can see, has these straps in it. And so you can kind of just stuff things. They're in varying sizes, and you can kind of stuff things in here and keep it from moving if you use those. That compartment is down. Okay, so in here I keep a lot of just different toiletries. I have a couple extra scrunchies and hair clips. I like to not bring, when I travel, like a big deodorant. I like these little mini deodorants. I really like these because they don't take up a lot of space, and I can keep one in here and then one with me. I have a travel toothbrush. I have in my daily life a SaniGirl, and I really love it, but I didn't want to have to bother with bringing the charger. It's just kind of heavy, nothing special. I think this was just a couple of dollars at Target. I have a little mini hairbrush, and that just usually lives right over here. I actually have a couple of these. These are more dentist samples, so I guess I picked a great time to go get a cleaning right before a trip. Is that the pro tip, guys? Is to schedule your dentist appointments right before all of your trips so that you can get a lot of mini stuff. This is something that I 3D printed, and this is like a little pill case, and this has different compartments in it. I checked, none of these are like restricted or anything where I'm going. I have some melatonin in here, some multivitamins in here, and then just some ibuprofen and Tylenol in here. This is another little 3D print. It's kind of cool, and this I just use to keep my Q-tips in. So I have my portable travel razor with a fresh blade on there. I also have some dairy pills. I have got some chewable aspirin just in case. I also have a little bag of bobby pins and some shower caps. You never know, sometimes hotels have shower caps and sometimes they don't. Another compartment down. I have some emergency. I have a couple of Miralax nose strips, Benadryl in here, which I already checked and made sure where I'm going, those are okay. Face mask. Usually I like to do a face mask whenever I first get where I'm going, like the first night. I just get so dry from traveling. Contacts and eyeglasses repair kit. So I have a couple of contacts in here, but I also have a box of contact lenses that I have in my husband's like check luggage. And I actually printed out the prescription and wrapped it around the box. That's really a just in case, but I looked and TSA didn't consider these a liquid in terms of where we're going. It didn't seem to be any issue as long as I had the prescription with me. So this is my toiletry bag. I love it. It's got a little pocket right in the front. I'll link to this down below. This is probably one of my favorite travel things, is this bag. It's really great. I have my swimsuit. I just stuffed this in here. I didn't bother putting this in a packing cube. When I get there, I am hoping to immediately don this and go to the beach. This is really just like a giant piece of chiffon, and I'm gonna use this as a beach cover up. Oh, a toiletry I forgot. So I actually have very sensitive skin. I tend to make my own soap for this very reason, and so I have a bar of soap in here. In my husband's check luggage, I have a bag in there with a couple of extra bars just in case. If you are a big square soap lover or you make your own soap, these cases are really fantastic. Now the toiletries are concluded. All right, so no particular order. I brought a hat because the sun exists. This is a packable laundry bag, and it's great because it's really small, but it actually can hold quite a bit of dirty laundry. My packable rain poncho, and this is great because when I am out for the day, I can just throw this in my day bag. So I have had several instances in which I went through the first leg of the trip, and then when I got to my first layover, that next flight was canceled or severely delayed to the point where I ended up having to stay at like the airport hotel. And oftentimes that airport hotel is not a hotel that I would have chosen to stay at. I have ended up at some kind of like grody airport hotels. And this is basically if you just took a large sheet, folded it over, and then got into it like a sleeping bag. And this even has like a little area for a pillow. I got this many years ago. I will try to find this. Some flip-flops. And these are good for shower shoes. These are great for the pool. These are great for when I go to the beach. And I like this bag because if they're a little damp, just put them in the bag. It's not that big of a deal. They will not get everything else wet. My GoPro, because I am going to be recording some stuff and maybe sharing it with you guys, and I know it is going to rain. And this is my other camera bag that I'm going to put my Osmo in, which I am recording with right now. I also keep in here, if you guys have ever tried these soap sheets, I'll open them for you in case you've never seen them. And this is a sheet of soap. And I just keep these because I have been several places where I find that there is just no hand soap. And I actually bought these in a 3-pack, and I kind of just stashed them in different places. And they're great because they are not a liquid, but they are very helpful. This is my day bag. I wear this to the parks all the time. I actually did a different video a while back where I have a different bag that I used to take into the parks with me all the time. I still love that bag, but this is in general, I think, a better travel bag. It's slightly bigger than that bag, and it has a lot of pockets. It even has actually holders for your ears. I think this is great because it has space on the side for water bottles on both sides. It has a pocket in the front, zip closure, a second zip closure. This is this closure right here that is for your ears. You could use it for other things, but it has some elastic right here. And in the elastic, there is like a little piece of rubber. You know, in those like no slip headbands, it kind of feels like that. And then there is a magnet closure right there. So that's really great. Pretty big compartment. It's a really decent sized compartment. I can get almost up to my elbow. Actually, hand flat in the bottom. We're up to my elbow. This has a zip pocket in the front, so I can put my wallet or anything there, and it has a padded area in the back. My iPad would definitely fit in this back part. So that's all the inside compartments, and then the shoulders and the back is padded. You can see all the Mickeys. And then this is fantastic because it also has a little luggage trolley strap here. You might notice I have some stuff that's in packing cubes and some stuff that is not in packing cubes. That little corner here is going to be for my toiletries. For reference, you guys are kind of looking at me upside down. The wheels are down here, and that's the top of the bag. So I'm going to put the toiletries here, so at least they're upright most of the time. This bag here, the smallest of my packing cubes, and I love these, but I just got these, I think, at TJ Maxx. They're just pretty standard packing cubes. I usually have this one with socks and underwear and bras and stuff like that. There's just socks in there now because I'm not going to record that. Here are some folded things. So I have, this is the top to like a set, and I like these kind of matching sets because I feel like I can just kind of mix and match them throughout the trip. Or I know it's going to be a little chillier in the evening, and this is kind of a little bit longer. It's made of a really thin, lightweight cotton, so it's going to be easy for me to layer. So this comes with a top and shorts, and I can wear the shorts with something else, or I can wear different pants and a tank top and throw this over kind of like a little lightweight jacket. So I like this because it's kind of versatile. This is a really thin, lightweight pullover that I like. I have a set of lightweight cotton pajamas right here. So instead of packing outfits, I really prefer to just have a bunch of pieces that I mix and match. So these are tops and these are bottoms. So these are the shorts that go with this set. This is like a little skirt, black lightweight joggers with pockets. These are just a couple of comfortable chino pants. These are actually the same pants in different colors, but they're very comfortable and have pockets. And these are just a pair of like lighter weight denim shorts. And they're all kind of like neutral things that I think are easy for me to mix and match. I also don't usually pack a belt. My pants fit, and honestly, as the trip goes along, they might fit less and less. So I don't think a belt is necessary. It feels like that's just something to hit the floor when you go to a public restroom, and that's not for me.
Buckle kind of banged against the side of the urinal, so that's it.
So here are all the tops that I'm bringing. An Eddie Bauer like sleeveless top. It's a really kind of thin, lightweight, breathable top. And what I love about this is it actually has a little zip pocket. One larger t-shirt, just a big comfy t-shirt to wear. The rest of these are tank tops so that I could do some layering. I have 3 of these. These are basically all the same shirt, just in different colors. And then this is just a little navy v-neck t-shirt, and then another rib mauve colored tank top. If you're keeping track, I think I have maybe 6 bottoms and 7 tops. I think I'm somewhere in that range. I don't have that many socks. I have one pair that's more of cozy sleeping sock, and then a couple of just socks to wear with sneakers walking around, but I am mostly not going to be wearing tennis shoes. I walk a lot, and even if I'm walking in the theme parks or something like that, I almost never wear sneakers. I much prefer wearing Tevas, Total Teva Diva. Those are gonna go in the check luggage. So I'll have my Tevas in that bag. I will wear my sneakers, and those are just comfortable Nikes. Tevas, Nikes, flip-flops. Those are all the shoes I'm gonna bring. One more thing I forgot to mention. I have a little baggie here, and I will put any jewelry I'm gonna bring. And this is just a 3D print that you can put your post earrings in. And then I always like to bring a scarf, and this is a smaller scarf, but this is really great for accessorizing, or if I want to tie my hair back when it's windy, make it like a headband or something like that. I love a good scarf, so I will also link to this scarf down below. This is a silk scarf, by the way. So I think we're done with this bag. I am going to scoot this out of the way, and then I'm going to bring over my personal item bag and show you guys what's in there. Excuse the tripod feet. I think the best way to do this is to show you the bags that I'm bringing and then show you the stuff that's inside of them versus showing you every single compartment and where everything goes in. You guys can use your own judgment. You guys are smart. So this is my little Baggallini. I got this at TJ Maxx a while ago, and I actually really, really love this bag. This is one of my favorite travel personal item bags. Now, I will say this is the older model. I found it on Amazon, and I'll link to this down below. There's a newer model of this bag, and I've seen it at Costco, and it is excellent. I was actually pretty tempted to swap this bag for that one. The difference with that one is this part of the bag actually has a metal frame in it, so it keeps its shape a little bit better, and the water bottle pockets on the side are a little bit bigger. And I will say that is a very common complaint of this model bag, is that the pockets are really tight, so you can really only put a pretty small water bottle in here. I think the only water bottle that I've been able to fit in here is like an Aquafina bottle from like a vending machine, or one of the more narrow smart water bottles. Anything beyond that, it doesn't fit. It's got a snap pocket in the front, which is cool. It's got another zip pocket down here, another pocket here in the front, another magnetic closure right here, and this goes down pretty far. It has a cell phone hole right there, so that fits in there perfectly. I have an old phone, mine's iPhone 13 Pro, and that one fits in this hole perfectly. On the back, it's great. The straps are padded. These are clipped in, but you can unclip them, or you can put your straps actually down in here, because you can actually, these are in here, then this has the little luggage trolley, so you can just slide this over the handle on your suitcase. There is also a laptop sleeve that is padded right here. Pretty decent amount of space in here. I'm able to fit my laptop and my iPad, all that good stuff. There is a little zippered area right here that is the whole depth of the bag, which is nice. There's a place to put a pencil. I love this, from a little elastic band that you can hook your keys. This is a place where if you want to put any cards or anything like that and use this more of a purse, you definitely can. My phone will usually migrate into this pocket once I'm in my seat, because I can zip this up and not have the stuff like fall out. So there's those pockets, and then you have this big area right here. So that is the whole bag. And then I don't really travel with like a fancy purse or anything like that. I don't really like big crossbody bags. This is just a little belt bag, nothing fancy. It's adjustable, so I can wear it on my waist if I want. I can wear it across the front of my chest if I want. It's probably pretty hard to pickpocket. I like this because it has the zip in the back, and this is usually where I keep my wallet and any cash or anything like that. And it's got a bunch of big compartments in here. One of the things that is really important is I keep a folder with me. I'm gonna buy an eSIM, but there might be a period of time where my phone is off or I don't have service right away. I don't know. It's just easier to have at a glance. I have printed out all of my trip in here. So I have all the confirmation numbers. I have every airline I'm traveling with. I have all of the addresses of the hotels in here. I think this will be helpful too, because if I end up in another country in a security situation and they want to see where my trip is, where I'm staying or anything like that, I'm able to easily provide them. And the addresses of the hotels that we're staying at are actually in the local language. That way, if I have trouble communicating to them where I'm going, all I have to do is show them this and point. Everything's all tabbed out by date. Also, I have a piece of paper in here with a bunch of phone numbers and stuff, because if I don't know, for some reason my phone isn't working or something like that. I just wanted to be able to contact friends or family for help because Lord knows I can barely remember my own phone number, let alone anyone else's. I have my passport. It's in a little case. I love this case, actually. I got this at Sugar Boo down in Disney Springs. This is just a little 3-piece charger, so I can charge my Apple Watch, I can charge my AirPods here, or I can charge my phone here, and it's magnetic. I have my Bose noise canceling headphones, which are fantastic. I love these. I keep a backup power bank. This is a Mophie. I can charge a lot of my things several times. I've actually been in several airplanes where the charging port doesn't work, so this is just great in a pinch. I have my iPad. I have this loaded with books and movies. I have my MacBook. This was a 3D print. This is just a little, one of those little folding hooks. So you just open it up and then you can hang your bag on it. All right, I keep a little bag in here and this goes in the big compartment. So I have some more of those sheets of soap. Can you tell I've been a bunch of places where I'm like, where is there any soap? This is another 3D print. This is a little case where I have some melatonin, a couple Advil, just a couple things in here that I might need to take since the flight is so long. So it's just like something for overnight. Starbucks Vias, just in case I don't like the coffee offerings and I need a little pick-me-up, or I need to drink some coffee and my schedule is weird. I have a couple of emergencies because people are out here coughing, y'all. Some Dramamine, because I do sometimes get sick on airplanes. It's usually sometimes the taxiing. I have some Clorox wipes. I've got some Kleenex in here. I have my emergency Benadryl in here. I love this because it also has SPF in it, so it's kind of multi-purpose. I have an eye mask in here, and this is, I really like this one because it's so soft and it is actually made of silk. And then this is my inflatable neck pillow. I like it because it doesn't take up any space when I am not using it, and it's very easy to inflate and deflate. I have some Altoids. These are really good if I actually start feeling nauseous. I have a pack of gum, and these are good if there's a lot of pressure in the cabin and my ears kind of start popping. The gum really helps. Some baby wipes. These are good because I hate feeling gross when I am about to land. I feel like I can kind of wake up, have a little coffee, freshen up. Snack bars. All right, can you tell this is unpacking my trauma baggage? So I've been to some places where you get in the bathroom and there is no toilet paper. So this came in a 2-pack. These are just like camping toilet paper rolls. They're not super expensive. And you know, you don't need it till you really need it, right? In that same vein, I have some toilet seat covers. These come in little travel packs of 10. Now I picked these up. These are going to be your TMI moment in the video. I have been to some restrooms that are absolutely disgusting, and I have really had to go. So I got these. I've never used these before, and I am going to try them out. So let me know down in the comments in like a PG way if you have used these before and these have worked out for you. I'm hoping to not need these. A couple quick honorable mentions before I forget. So these are things that I probably could have figured out how to get into my bag, but decided to just throw them in the check luggage. Arm & Hammer Power Sheets. So these are little sheets of laundry detergent. This is great because it's not liquid, so I don't have to worry about going through TSA or spilling or anything like that. And I think I'm looking on here, you only need a half sheet to do a small load. I have my Tevas. If you guys haven't watched any of my other like park videos or RV videos or hiking or anything like that, I love my Tevas. I wear these in the theme parks. I have worn these to hike at Zion. I have worn these many trips and they are super comfortable. I love these much better than tennis shoes or walking sneakers or anything like that. And if it rains, it's not a big deal. Your feet get wet, the straps dry really quickly, and then you're just moving on with your life. You are moving and grooving. This is my Chi. It's a dual voltage flat iron, and I like this. Small, very lightweight, does a great job. I mean, I can't adjust the temperatures or anything like that, but I just feel like this isn't my daily driver, so I don't really care. This is gonna be perfect to just not be like a frizz monster while I'm out and about. Okay, and then this is my beat up travel blow dryer. I love Face for Scale. It's really not that big. I like that it folds up. It's dual voltage. You can switch the voltage in the back. And you might say, Lauren, do they have blow dryers at hotels you're going to? And the answer is, I don't think so. I looked at a lot of the places, and I know when we travel here in the States, it feels like blow dryers are pretty much everywhere. So I kind of stopped bringing this. A lot of the hotels that we're going to, I looked on TripAdvisor, I looked on the hotel website, and I could not find anywhere where it said a blow dryer was included. And I looked at all the pictures and I did not see any blow blow dryer. So I'm trying to get in the pool and not walk around with wet hair all day. So I am going to want to bring my own blow dryer, but I'm going to put it in the checked bag because I don't think it's an immediate crisis. So I think other than that, in that checked bag, I have some shampoo and conditioner. They're still really small sizes. I probably could have figured out a way to get them in there. I have like some first aid stuff. Let me know down below. I honestly was thinking of starting to swap out my regular like shampoo and conditioner, like refillable bottles, swapping those out with the shampoo and conditioner bars. But then I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like them, and then am I gonna have to bring them like how I bring the soap, you know, because I think it acts like soap where it can't sit in water for a long time. So I don't know if that would be helpful or if I'm just kind of opening up a weird can of worms. So let me know that too down below in the comments if you like shampoo and conditioner bars to travel with. I would love to know your experience on that. So obviously I'm bringing things like my cell phone and chargers and stuff like that. I figured you guys would know, duh, you're gonna bring those things, right? I'm actually gonna try an app called AirAllo to do my eSIM this time. My sister actually recommended, so let me know if you used it down below and what your experience was using it. I'm a little bit of a data monster, so hopefully I don't spend too much. But please let me know down below. I'm super curious. If you are a chronic overpacker and you're in the guilty section like me, let me know, what is it that you tend to overpack? Is it shoes? Is it clothes? Is it toiletries? I'm dying to know. So that's gonna be all for me today, guys. I will see you in the next one, and hopefully you'll come along for my adventures later on in this playlist. I'll see you next time. Go forth, be kind, be creative.